welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Guan Guan. I hope everyone stays safe and healthy, especially during this time. So if you want to watch my eyeshadow palettes collection part 2, please keep on watching. And if you didn't watch the part 1 yet, I will link my video here so you can watch my part 1. It's my smaller eyeshadow palettes collection and my color pop ones. Before we start, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. And if you want to leave a comment down below, I will be very happy. You can share anything you want to share about yourself, or you have a question about me or about makeup. So without further ado, let's start this video. So this is the second part of my eyeshadow palette collection. So before we start, I just want to say hi again to everybody. That I hope everyone is staying home and doing well. If you need to go out, maybe wear a mask and wash your hand. So that's everything I can say. Just stay safe. Let's go into the fun part of this video. So this is all my bigger palettes in my collection. Before we go into this, I forgot 2 small palettes from the part 1 that I should mention in that video. So let's go into this 2 first. This is the oldest palette I have. It's like 2 or 3 years ago. This is my very first palette that I purchased in the United States. So this is a basic palette, not a good quality palette, I would say, compared to all of this. But it's not bad, I have to say. I think I would declutter this one if I'm doing a declutter video in the future. So I don't want to swatch it anymore because I don't think if you have a lot of options, you will get this one in the drugstore. This one, it's called Beauty Bento. It's from Kaja. Kaja is a Korean makeup. I think their stamp blush is very famous from, you can buy it from Sephora. But this one, I watched one of my favorite YouTubers video and she recommended this a lot. I have to say, I love it. Though it's just like 3 colors in this kind of palette thing. Oh, by the way, this package reminds me like a bento box from Japan. It makes me hungry. So you have 3 layers. The first layer, you got a small tiny mirror and you get your shimmer shade. And the second, you get like a transition based color. It's neutral tone, not warm or not cool. It's kind of just like a neutral brown. And in the last one, you get a very deep chocolatey shade. This is the number 8. It's kind of chocolatey nude shade. I love this a lot. I know it's just kind of basic, but if you are a neutral look type of girl, I think you can wear this every day. You get this too if you go to school. This too you can wear in the daytime. And then if you have something during the night or you have a date, just put the shimmer on your eyelid. This is a very good creamy, shiny shimmer that will pop on your eyelid. It's very beautiful. If you want to see the swatch, you can see my the February favorites video, and I think I swatched all of the shades in this one. You can use your hand to do the eye look, or you can use your brushes. Both ways. Anyway, I love this a lot, and it's travel friendly, so I recommend this one for everyone loves neutral look. Okay, let's move on to the fun part, my larger palettes. I would say it's not very big because I don't like very big, like over 30, over 25 colors in the palettes, because it would be hard for me to choose the colors to put on my eyelid. So I love this kind of palettes that is like kind of around 12 to 20-ish shades that in the palette. Okay, let's start from ABH palettes because I think this one is the oldest in all of this. I love ABH a lot. They are not cheap palettes, but their qualities are worth the price. So this one, I would say it's not the best one in ABH, though I just have 2 of this. I really want to get the Soft Glam and the Novena. and the modern Renaissance, but those palettes are based on the kind of very basic and neutral colors. So I don't think I have to have them because I have those neutral colors in my collection already. So that's why I purchased this one instead of all of those. I think I got this one in Sephora or Ulta for 50% off, so it's a good deal. So let's jump into the shades. When I first look at it, it's hard to make a look, but if you choose this kind of basic neutral tones, you can get a very neutral look. And if you want pop colors, this one has those basic pop colors. Why I said basic? Because they are very deep, so very close to the black shades. So you won't make very messy. It's not hard to make a pop colors when you use this palette. And let me swatch this one. This is my favorite color in this palette. Oh, this kind of it's hard to describe this shade. It's bluish purplish and has gold glitters in this color. It's so pretty. Okay, let me turn on the light again. The ABH streamers are one of the best formula that I ever used. So I would say this palette, I don't know you can get it now or not, but if you want to have a palette that has neutral colors and pop colors but not like very dramatic, this is a very good palette that you can get. And I know not everyone loves this kind of packaging, but I like it. Kind of velvet texture. It's so good when I touch it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The Sultry. The Sultry is the top 3 in my collection. Like if I have to rank all my palettes, this is probably my top 3. I also got this one during the sale. So I think when I first got it and I look at the palette, I don't think I will love it as much as I love it now. However, this is so pretty and so neutral, so basic, but you have everything you need in this palette. You can get your neutral cool tone look, or you can get a pink look, yellow mustard look, or a smoky eye in this palette. Also, you can get your pop of colors like this pink, so pretty, and this green taupey shade, and this brown, not brown, this is like a gold brown. Every time I swatch these shades, I was like, oh, this is like the colors in heaven. Oh, so pretty and so glittery, so shiny. Every time if I have something important and I have to wear something to catch people's eye, I will know that I will pick up this one and do an eye look. It's so easy, and the quality of the mattes, the shimmer, the glitters are like the best. Love this a lot. After I got this palette, I don't think I need the Soft Glam or the Novena or the Modern Renaissance from them because I think this is very good enough for me. Love this palette. Okay, let's move on to Too Faced. I have also 2 palettes from Too Faced. This chocolate, the original chocolate bar palette, and the Too Faced gingerbread extra spicy. I don't have the original spicy palette, but I have this too. I love their packaging, so I always keep them in the palettes in the package. They are very cute. One of the reasons that I bought this palette because of their package. Oh, so cute and so. That starts from the basic one. I don't think I need to spend a lot of time on this one. Look, if you are a chocolate lover, this is the palette you have to keep in your collection. I know a lot of people declutter this one, but even you don't use the shades inside, this is a very good palette to collect, to keep in your collection because look, so cute. And the smell, like the real chocolate. And the shades are basic, I know, but it's the everyday shade, so no complaint. You have everything you need for a neutral eye. And the quality is good. I love this palette a lot. The gingerbread man, extra spicy. Why? Because first of all, the packaging. Oh, so cute. This is my baby. And the shades inside. This is my 2019's favorite. In my 2019's favorites video. I love this shade. This is me in a palette. You can get a peachy pink eye look and a neutral eye look in this palette. If you ask me to pick this one and the sultry one, choose one from these two palettes, I would say I love the shimmers from sultries much more than this one. But the matte in this one, the extra spicy one, are much more special than the sultry one. So it's hard to compare. I will love the shimmers in this one and the matte in the gingerbread extra spicy. Let me swatch my favorite shade in this palette. This new pink, it's called Soft and Sweet, and this yellowish shade. See, if a palette has these two shades, I will love it a lot. The sultry as well. This one has a pink and a yellow in the palette. Oh, it's so pretty. So pigmented. You can use these two shades for every day. So pretty. And the smell is the best as well. I love the chocolate bar, the smell in the chocolate bar more than this one because I'm a chocolate lover. But this one, if you love cinnamon and like vanilla cake, this is that kind of smell, gingerbread smell. So if you love that kind of smell, this is a top choice for you. The Too Faced are my babies. I know a lot of people do not like them now, but they are still my babies. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is my only palette from Urban Decay, and I got this for 50% off as well, I think. I didn't get this one when it came out, but because everyone was talking about it, so that's why I bought it. And the packaging is so fun. It's kind of heavy as well. I like this kind of heavy palette. And a good mirror. Okay, so the shade. This palette, it's got everything you need, but it's hard to start, I would say, because I have to remind myself to use this palette. When I use the palette, I will think about my favorite shades in that palette, like the gingerbread extra spicy. It has the pink nude and the yellow one, as well as sultry. It has a special shimmers, so those shades remind them to use that palette. But this one, the Urban Decay Born to Run, it's nothing to remind me to use this palette. So that's why I said I have to remind myself to use it. But every time I use it, I like it more and more. That's why I think this is a very good palette for a beginner. You got everything, and it's not too dramatic and not hard to blend. But the formula is in a good quality. That's why I said it's good for a beginner. You got your neutral on the top row. These shimmers are like kind of low key. So if you use palettes, you won't get like a very dramatic eye and hard to blend, but you can get a pretty look from this palette. So I still love it, but I need to remind myself to use this one. And if I'm going to somewhere for probably 10 days, I will bring this one because I got everything I need. Okay, let's move on to this one. Those of colors, Authentication. This palette, I don't like the packaging. It's kind of like a cheap purse, so blinding. This packaging catch your eyes, but it's kind of cheap for me. And then the shades inside, I love this palette. I think this is a lot of YouTubers' 2018's favorite. I think it's worth the hype, but I would not recommend this palette for a beginner. This matte are kind of hard to blend compared to this palette I have. You need time to blend this matte. But the glitters, the shimmers are really dramatic. So if you love something and you already use a lot of formulas, you use makeup for years, I think this is a good palette. But for beginners, I would not recommend this palette. I can swatch these dramatic shades for you. It's so dramatic. And this kind of teal shade, taupey shade, are very good for like a party. Oh, it's so beautiful. And you get a lot of colors, a lot of color payoff in this shimmers, these glitters. Different from the sultry one. The sultry are kind of blinding under the light. Let me turn off the light. You still get a lot of colors even you don't have the light. And I also got it during the Ulta 21 days sale. Let's move on to these two palettes here. These two palettes are from the Balm. I have a long review for this one. What's the tea? I got the hot tea one. I love the Balm's palettes because of the packaging, so special. You won't get any kind of like this packaging from other brand. A good mirror, and you got like this cute macaron around the mirror. Inside, you have 9 shades and 2 special primers. I use the tips to keep so it won't get dry. Okay, this one I found is kind of extra because everyone has concealer that in your house that you can use, so you don't need this one. But if you are going outside for a travel or something, I think if you bring this one, you don't have to use an eye primer because you get one here. And the black one is so special because if you use this primer and to pair any one of this, it will change the color. On the back of the packaging, you can see the difference before you use the primer and after you use the primer. This is also a palette. I have to remind myself to use it. If I don't have a lot of time to put my makeup on my eyelid, I will not choose this one. The matte are kind of not neutral for my daytime. And the shimmers, if I want to use it, I need to use this black primer to make it more special. So this is also a palette I have to remind myself to use it. But I have to say, if you love makeup and you love to play makeups, this is a very good palette that you can create so many different looks. And once again, you can get 50% off each year for the balm. They have 50% sale, probably 2 or 3 times for each year. Okay, next one. This is a magnetic palette I got from them. And I have to say, okay, this is not part of this palette. I have to say I love this palette. It's all matte, but this matte shade's better than the hearty one, from my opinion. You can get a lot of colors and it's very easy to blend on your eyelid. And you have your neutral basic color in this palette. This one, this neutral base tone color is in my project pen. So I believe I can use it because I love this matte formula a lot. And you can put your blushes, your eyeshadows in this magnetic palette. So I love it. Okay, let's move on to more affordable ones. This is the BH Cosmetics, the Zodiac collection. I got the Capricorn one because I'm a Capricorn, and the second reason because this is a neutral color that I think I can use every day, and I did use it a lot when I was in school last year. I think I almost use it like 2 days. I will use it once. Basic neutral color in this one as well. And I love highlight shade in the center. It's so buttery and creamy. You can see it's very good for your intercorner highlight. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on this one because this is a kind of basic palette, and I don't think anyone want to get this collection anymore because it's kind of weird for this collection. I think they have their big palettes and then they're like 12 different palettes for each month, but I don't think everyone want to get the whole collection. And next one, this is the palettes from Juvia's Place. This is their Sahara palette. I got this recently. I know this is very old palettes, but I got this probably this January, and this is my first Juvia's Place palette. It's so worth the price. You got pretty shades and very good quality formula for this price. I would say it's better, not better, but it's kind of similar to the quality of this more high-end palettes here. So I'm so surprised. Even this palette is probably launched 2 years ago. Oh, see the swatch. I don't need to say anything. I love their formula. Even I just have this one. And this is palettes from 2 years ago again. So I want to try their formula more. And their mattes are really easy to blend. So that's why I said that eyeshadow palettes, in my opinion, totally overpriced. If you can get this kind of quality of shades in $12, why you need to pay over $30 to this palettes, right? Even though they are my babies, I still love them. Oh yeah, I forgot this one. This one is also the balm, but it's different. This is kind of a face palette. So you get everything you need on your face. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 shadows and 1 highlighter, 1 bronzer, 3 blushes. I have to say I love the face products more than the eyeshadows. These eyeshadows are kind of basic and their color payoff are not as good as this two. I will still use it. I still love the face product, but I don't think I would use this 4. And these 4 are kind of newer in my collection, so that's why I put this 4 in the last. Let's start from the Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona, This is the only palette that I pay for full price, and it's not cheap at all. It's very, very pricey. I regret to pay the full price for this palette. Though I still love it, but I think it's too pricey. And I was trying to do a review for this palette, but I think I was too busy, so that's why I didn't do it. And I think after 1 or 2 months, the Sephora had the VIB sale, so they have 20% off for this palette. That's why I said I regret to pay the full price for this palette. But this is the only palette I have from Natasha Denona. Okay, first of all, I love this kind of luxury packaging, and it's beautiful red. You can clean this kind of packaging so easily, and you can pop your shades out in this palette. A good mirror. You got your summery shades in this palette. It's so extremely pretty. I have to say the matte are much better than the shimmers in this palette. But I still love this one a lot. Just in my opinion, I think a good quality matte is more important for me to do an eyelid. And I can tap this kind of not a lot of color payoff shimmers on my eyelid based on this beautiful matte. So that's why I still love this palette, and I think it's worth the price. I just feel I can pay less for this palette. Let me just swatch my favorite shade in this palette. I love yellows. So it's so creamy. It's so creamy, and you can get a lot of pigment from the matte. Oh my god, it's so smooth and pretty. They are the smoothest mattes I ever have in my collection. When I touch it, I can feel my fingers are so happy. Let me swatch one of the shimmers. I think this is a better one. It's still pretty though, but compared to those matte, you can get the shimmers in the ABH palette as well. I will keep this for myself. I don't want to swatch more. The most expensive one in my collection. Okay, let's move on to the the Nabla Dreamy 2. This is a very, very good quality palette as well. I love it a lot. This is my baby as well. I know the packaging is kind of cheap. It's similar to the Juvia's Place and the Colourpop palettes, but yeah, it's good for the environment. But compared to the Natasha Denona, the packaging feels much cheaper. My god, my finger feels happy as well when I touch this matte. The creamiest shimmers I ever get. It's very easy to blend as well. And the shimmers, got like 4 or 5 different formulas in this palette. You get like special foil shades and the big glitters, duochromes, and matte. This one has a lot of formulas, though it's just a 12 pen palette. And so creamy, so buttery. If you are looking for a well-balanced matte and shimmers and different formulas palette, I think this one is better than the Natasha Denona. But if you are looking for high quality matte and with a lot of pigment, I think Natasha Denona is the best. But this one is still very beautiful. My baby, my baby. Oh, by the way, I don't think it's friendly for a beginner because you get a lot of pigment as well in this palette. Let's move on to this one. This is not a new palette in the makeup world, but it's new to me. I love this packaging. It's the top favorites in my collection. I love Venus, and it's a special Venus with this kind of pastel green hair and the oranges. It's so like spring and happy, pinky and the green. It's an art for this packaging. And the inside, you get very special color story in this palette. I love this color story a lot. If you are a neutral look lover, this is a palette for you. You get your neutral matte, but you can also get kind of pop of colors for the parties and important occasion. To sum up, this is a good palette I will recommend everyone to get. If you love this kind of color story, kind of spring and summery and girlish, this is a very good palette. If compared to the formula to the Nabla or Natasha Denona, it's still very creamy, but you can still feel the texture in the matte, while the shimmers are super beautiful. These 3 I just swatched. They are my favorite shades in this palette. See, even the matte, you get a lot of pigmentation in this palette as well. All the shades on my hand is my color. This is me on my arm. Move on to the next palette in my collection. This is the newest in my collection. Very new to me, but I use all of the shades inside. And I bought this because of Caffeine Light. It's out of stock for 2 or 3 weeks after Caffeine Light's video. And I think everyone got this at the Ulta website. So I was trying to pick it up in the Ulta's website, but I cannot. So I picked it up at the Flower Beauty website. I think it's 25% off. So I didn't pay the full price as well. Okay, this palette, again, I will not recommend this one to a beginner. Let me swatch all of the shades first. And I think you can see why I will not recommend. It's so pretty. You will get a lot of pigmentation from this palette. It's so dramatic and so shiny. However, if you use this palette without your hand, you use your brush to blend these shimmers, you won't get as dramatic when you use your hand. This will be very normal shades when you use a brush to put on these colors on your eyelid. Use the hand to put on these colors on your eyelid. You will get the shiniest, the prettiest, the most dramatic eye look you will get for these colors. To dip in the colors and then just choose one only to put on your eyelid. And maybe you like something to complete eye look. Just use a little bit matte that you love to blend on your, like the very top of your eyelid. So your brush won't touch these shades on your eyelid. They will keep as dramatic as you first put it on. I hope it does make sense. I just want to explain, don't use your brushes to touch these colors, and be careful when you use these palettes. You will get these shimmers all over your face if you are not careful enough. That's why I said this is not a palette for a beginner.
Oh, by the way, if you prefer me to speak English instead of speak Chinese, please leave a comment down below. So for next video, I will consider to speak my language, Chinese, or maybe Taiwanese. By the way, I'm from Taiwan, so I can speak Taiwanese as well. Or you want me to speak English so that you can watch my video in the future.
And don't forget to subscribe if you like me and you like this channel, and support me more, please. Thank you. I don't want to remove my shades on my arm now because they are so pretty and shiny. I want to go on like this, but I have to stay home now. If you enjoy this video, please give a thumbs up and leave a comment. Share your favorite palettes in your collection, and I hope everyone stays healthy and safe. Stay at home. Be happy. That's it. Bye.